there, welcome back to the Owen Glendore Model Railway. This video is the last video for the current series of the show, so we'll make it a good one for the last time for now. So we'll be reviewing this, the Hornby Grange class. This locomotive was purchased by me about, I believe, nearly 2 months ago for a price of £90 off eBay. And I've had some significant customization done to this locomotive, but I'm not going to tell you what customization until we see it up close and personal on the turntable. It is something special. Now, without a moment ado, we'll be taking this model out of the box and onto the turntable so you can see the significant customizations I've had done to this locomotive. Here we are at the turntable with the Hornby Grange class. This model was originally known as Aberporth Grange number 6860, but since then I've had it customized special because I thought if I'm going to have a Grange class in my collection, I might as well have it something special. So I've added a lining kit of Fox transfers applied to this locomotive and name changed. And so I transformed it into 6880 Betton Grange, which, to those who are in the know, is the new Grange class that was built recently. My good friends at the GLR Bespoke Services applied the decals and nameplates as well as a crew. Once again, they've done an incredible job. If you want to get the decals and the nameplates, Fox Transfers has all in stock. So if you want to do a Betton Grange for yourself, or just have the lining, because the lining does certainly make the difference from the plain green which this locomotive used to be. Now we'll just get a little bit closer so we can see those splendid details more up close and personal. Here we are up close and personal with the Hornby Grange class, which was once known as Aberporth Grange number 6860, was originally in a Great Western non-lined green, but since the conversion to number 6880 Betton Grange with the lining certainly makes a huge load of differences to this locomotive. We'll start off at the smoke box, which has the new numbers, the buffer beams, which has all the brake pipes and chain couplings, sprung buffers, very nice. They're not able to be used, the chain link couplings, but having them there is beautiful enough as it is. We go down the side of the boiler. The lining that was added to this locomotive is the Great Western lining set of Fox transfers. It may cost about nearly £30, but it was worth it in the quality, and it looks spectacular on this locomotive. You have the safety valve, you have the nameplate, which also came from Fox transfers. Certainly makes a load of differences to this locomotive. We go to the cab. Glazed, very beautiful. It does have amazing cab detail, but since I've had my Hornby Star Class Princess Patricia, I really enjoy adding crews to my locomotives. These runs were bought at the last O-Gauge show which I appeared that, and they were at an incredible price of £1. If you want to know what the company they are, here is their card. Give you a moment to pause the video and look at it so you could study up their website and possibly buy something. We go to the tender, which would have had the Great Western smaller logo on, but now it is a BR Early Crest lining. We have a very realistic coal load, and at the rear end of the locomotive we have the brake pipes. Unfortunately, now we even have chain link couplings at the rear of the locomotive, and I know that that does not hinder the locomotive's performance on the layout. We go to the other side of the locomotive. It's just a simply spectacular looking locomotive. Every detail, the varnishing that was given to this locomotive by the GLR Bespoke Services protects the decals from getting damaged. This locomotive is truly spectacular. Usually we'll go straight on to telling the history of the locomotive, but because a lot of people say, and a lot of people who know what they are talking about say that these are basically a smaller version of the Hall class. Because I have a Hall class in my own collection, we're going to go to the display cabinet and compare both my Hornby Hall class with the Hornby Grange. See how much is similar in their designs. Now let's get going to the display case. Here we are at my display cabinet where I store some of my locomotives. And we bought my Hornby Railroad Hall class, Hellingham Hall. We do a bit of a side-by-side comparison with the Grange class to see if the idea that the Grange class is pretty much a smaller version of the Hall class. I know that the reason why I went with the Grange class with the earlier style tender, so they won't be too difficult to tell apart. Now we'll just bring in the Grange class and compare both of them side by side. Now we brought in Betton Grange, and first glances, a lot of the details in both locomotives on the loco parts will, minus the fact that the tenders are different, that's not the point. It's just basically the loco part of the model is more important. And we just adjust it, and yeah, they look remarkably similar. It's just a little bit smaller, and that's pretty much it on a details point of view. Everywhere else, they are pretty much identical. I'm glad I personally went out of my way to source a Grange class which has a different style tender, because my fear was I wouldn't be able to tell both of them apart from a distance. I know it was a bit of wasting of time doing a bit of a side-by-side comparison. I thought because no other YouTuber has done this in the past, I thought it'd be a nice idea to do it now. With that done, we'll go on and tell the history of the Grange class. The Great Western Grange class was designed by Charles Collett, built between 1936 to 1939, with a total of 80 locomotives built. The Grange class was designed to replace the Great Western 43XX, with some of the members of the class used some of the parts from the withdrawn 43XXs. Essentially, the Grange class was similar to the Hall class, with smaller wheels and boiler pitched lower in the frames. Collett has also taken the opportunity to provide larger side windows in the cab, a screw reverser, and a lamp brackets on the smoke box, and a 9-piston valve. Increased the traction effect over the Hall class with their excellent acceleration and easy steaming nature made the Grange class a favorite with the crews, and they were utilized for a mixed traffic duties, in particular as pilots from Newton Abbot. From here over a 25-mile stretch of line categorized by tough gradients known as the Southern Devon Banks. Grangers would pilot trains often loaded to 20 coaches and weighing in excess of 500 tons over Denton Bank with a 1 in 40 on the hills, and Rattington in a 1 in 50, and Hamilton in 1 in 42. They were able to go to areas of the line where the Hall class was not able to performing mostly on freight traffic duties. These locomotives continued until 1960, where withdrawals began, and continued until 1965, where unfortunately all members of the class was withdrawn and scrapped. Recently, last year, there was a new build Grange class 6880 Baton Grange, which you can see at special events, and I think it would be a beautiful thing to see up close and personal. I haven't seen it myself, but I would like to do so soon enough. Now, with that done, it's time to take this locomotive down to the track and see what it can do. Here we are at the track with the Hornby Grange class Baton Grange. For this running session, it would be a perfect way to end the series with a new build running session. So, running with Baton Grange is these siphon wagons. And on track one we have the Batman Atlantic Beachy Head with these blood and custards. And a new build running session would be out of place without Lady of Legend herself with some classic chocolate and creams. This should be a very delightful running session and a perfect way to run out the series. Now, for the last time, it's time to let these locomotives show us what they're made of.
You're a slave to the daily grind. Stupid boss trying to break your will. You don't pay him any mind. One of these days gonna lose control. Gonna walk right out the door. The 9 to 5 is gonna break your soul. You won't take it anymore. That's the price that you gotta pay. Lose your mind to the other cheek. Doesn't have to be this way. 5 long days till the weekend comes. You know it's time to make a change. Going crazy like a speaking tongues. Now it's time to break the chains. Ship our food. your face. There's no time to hesitate. Let's grasp this moment now. No time to waste. I fight hell to hold you every night. Just can't wait to show you it'll be alright. Lady, oh my lady, let me hold you close. Lady, oh my lady, never let you go. I'd be lost without you, I'm no rolling stone. Lady, oh my lady, you'll never be alone. I'd fight hell to hold you every night.
A beautiful running session. As it comes to a close, my final thoughts on the Hornby Grange class. It is a superb locomotive, incredibly detailed, and it would be a excellent and incredible addition to anyone's Great Western Fleet. People who are fans of the Great Western Railway would be truly happy to have one of these locomotives in their collection. Or, even if you are not just a Great Western fan, it would be a superb addition to anyone's collection. It may be a bit difficult to find a good one for a fair price, but it would be worth the hard work. That concludes for the last time for this series. I hope you enjoyed this series. If you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe to the Lone Ranger Motoring channel. If you have any ideas for the future, as long as they are feasible, please mention them in the comments, because we do read every comment you are happy to give us. And for the last time for this series, it's see you for next time.